Amena luweza yeno. Yesu yeneno yebebobyo. Yesia uyasa yebebobyo. Yanum ebibrime. Yeah. Yanum ebibrime. Yeah. Moya mumo. Yeah, no. Moya mumo. Yeah, no para. Eni kwasi fasa bibrimo. Yari yahudi na maruba ya femubyo. Ebibrime. And then you may see Magana for Aquaba at the bar a year torchlight so we neat 100.9 year you made the bro a year Benada and your what they be a year chance to say now a yaman assembly year a man assembly so the year no when you say you will meet your will be 20 days now ye kwakwa kotuaba ye kotuaba in wine and now will be kotuaba na mano decision time decision ben and we take it when we decided so beto abana now the amano na nipa obeto abama no Edian na ususu so betima ye na ode aboa wo ni nyina no ka ho bi na ye boaboa no ebenada ene ya wode bia ye de dwumadi a ye to ne din says the torchlight ye de bra wodi 100.9 medim e de Magyerio say AGYEMAN na me wo two solid interviews ye baba bebe ye e wo fia ni nyina ne fa ya batu ye pempen so 20 days ahead of us enuama akomo ye gusu a ye kan nyina no ye wo ayiemu ye wo ayiemu a ye twa adwo ye buada entisa gaga na ni babia akra wo sori anka be di pan no kakra bia wonya na wo de abo nsuom kakra na je se wedi se bofro tubi na benya na akoko kakra bi mento 150 pesos bi na nka wedi no for the day because ye nyina na ye twa adwo a ye ne abere ye mampanyen dada ye Jerry John Rollins sabira ye kasai ye twa adwo no nyina ni free ye directives a ye mampanyen edema enti Ghana frank nyina ni abotoboto nyina yama na bafom a yeguso a ye hwe de mokopem se efiada na afeyi nyina ye ho kwan pa ye befa so ebedu onaja na ye ni date na ba na nyina ya hoboa se ye kwakoye ye mampani dada yie ema bibia akoyie mede de Magyerio say AGYEMAN memo bibia kwa ba e de ba the torchlight so neat 100.9 ene obi a odikan o me dwumadi ensu ene de ba bedi nkomo eye odifo Christian Kwabena Andrew na ye papa Kwabena Andrew si oye edodo na nim si e friend sofo chirabosom ene amanyo sem no de ne ho gbiram yie aye ka say oye leader eto so tum frank ade mama yokuo eye Ghana Union Movement a wo moda na matre ewo ya bato enkrata ne so na gum mo se obeti gum ye ne no ba bedi nkomo and some of the questions I gave bisa say yewra matina midu so then the Juma Edia Tohono. The fight against corruption. The establishment of a special prosecutor's office, office of the special prosecutor, no. Busha ede etwakebi abaho. Anansa yewra matinamidu no wesi form. Yempeni babo from non to AGYEMAN so. Fight against corruption, a being commitment, assessment of what they saying. What the befa a 050 0277 860 0277 860644 Facebook live okwa be hu yen na obehu aye papa tena se aye no eba be din komo be like page no wa share comment bi a wo bia no so now they to obe search neat 100.9 FM neat 100.9 FM yes that ye gra ye go straight away na when it your torchlight in the fan say ya na eja no etua to odifo eye Christian Kwabena Andrews yamo akwaba
yenua
open can say bibia boko de
me adum ogusu hira nyina
je da Nyankopon ase na gum
fo nyina ho ye
obi an ho ye bogu aprobo so
papa nam se yeni aka se mampanyina wo nya be ko Intina and arrested kakra. Kopim say and then I'm call sign book no movie.
Oh, okay. The book of condolence and also wanu di semakum.
Me call my media komubi. Enti eno amu ne ehwe.
Yeah.
Sebe yina bidi ho abobo. Kakra kopim say be sign abawura mu. San say abato no de edurawi. Igusunso bo.
There were less than 3 weeks say we hwemu.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Na oma penda da ewui pamben so ne fa so bo pusa.
You tell say ma nensusu da so bo sisi. Ene no ya na me kasa mama ne omampanyi nanado omtimodi.
Isa?
Yes, omtimodi. Se jintia me kasa ne se office enano baumia yari enu jina eso London o hwe no ho yare. Enti no mani ko no no. Omani ko no ho na a court said the atamonse ko yi. Yehu ya se so ko kwalebu yinepi eso. That is what is happening. But me who say the man was selfless. When you be na ompe ahunya diesa. Enti ompe ahunya diesa. Enti se wo hwe mu se enka omani ko no ho a eni ewu ye NDC ne MPP nyina obi a prinfunu. Se ene dia tama no da efie na no na ekole kwalebu mahu no. Take a night na.
But papa say we a short illness so yade no ammo na da o. Oye ni ma mi aye wie kra somewhere 24 October. Oye ye wie kra say.
But cho me say so mo ben no pa. So mo na say omo dia. Omo ben no pa enko mo hunu bibia ntimi mfa no contem e ma no ho nto no. But all the same your mom the benefits of the doubt. The meka say me hunu say kwa woko no de wagya na chi yie. Isan say democracy na nkasa no enhye na enye mo se Matemidu a resign what you say che say actually say NDC any MPP corruption party omuntimi nyaida ombekọso ama na de hini wo mabrabom Matemidu akoso NDC ahwe ehun so me corrupt ene wo free mu ene oba MPP nanado bebie special prosecutor's
office of special prosecutor
na imsenke hodi enka na do de oba ba ye adwuma me ya eno so ankosi aga ne chese wase free mu de ne chese ma temi do ehun se sa party mienu de odo ho to so a embo nti waso have isi ne wase yedwutwa ne nti ye
manye adwuma
se de so ye no nti me hunu se Ghana fo we na se ye enyina so kese ehunu se ye daachi ewo corruption mu no high say they want to MPP ni NDC so
sir
yeah
legacy is being na osusu say your man penyen dada your fly lieutenant JJ Rawlings waja ye bitimi e de aye nhwe so de wo yamanyo sem ya yeye
onim say we nipa bia na a very sociable or penny person oni obi a dingita ho me kai say ebra obabewu na me de betu dwa I don't know say bia mo fa ni news a ye call no ho no gum for a corner ho e corner on metna demu di nkomo a che say yentima mfa ma bonten but ye capture yentima mfa bonten nasmo kan ya ne say obompa ye mami say dinti a emma no je me party tum ye say nunu mensa pa bi di akire no de mo hu say party
brigadier nunu mensa
yes mo hu say party a emuda ho fan na me nyame ase say nunu mensa ka me ho na se me ene ma win election dia owu a asomdie park dia ma me fa nko na me mpere baby na ma na kura bia o mpese obekwa koda okura that's what he told me
yes asem ya wo ken
yeah
ayen komodie ba ne sen na ye man panyen dada etibinya sa gidie no wo mo kan sa asem odi chira
obi na no sha se cancer
sa
o ya no kan
o sa asomdie park wo de ompe
o mpese obeda ho ombeso beda ho na yeman kurabe foforo ba bia ope obitima da ama no ho ato na ho pa de okoda dia ma hwi ya meda onti nyina de serious se o se meda wa no be bombe punu obi na ko ba ya pena oba me so enti me hunu se papa no de meka ne se okukodufo na wajaga na bibi kanitete na ye susu akakra no ana ye kakra ye ba no so wo hwese pa se me nua be ma na toa year bottle and a near the shade Ghana.
Yeah.
So okay.
Can you lantern?
Yeah, the diesel a gum.
Yeah.
Na bebe can now the eja ashimsa.
Yeah.
Was a cracking a bricky. Now the question can name because in your bob on top. What I say at the same time, a young to mankasa na ubekujum near the and to be at the near the top. Na is sunlight and craha, ubina pan or patoa, na eddy. Usora how much for Uncle sunlight. No, pan only free phone no buy and nasa. What I say because it's some holding power. But this man came, Oba was say no, on trauma massa. Oba I own a control price buy no.
Yeah.
Or shop no a dear or ton so 1 ton ne boy said dear. Or won't be German no more. I feel quite no matter to shop no more baby. And to one man as you for boost shop nano. O one a ring goofy. Yakati or say as you for ton no man. Oba ton the usika ma pepe. What I say, of your set will be at that time, Mark, any side near the Union Whiting. But this man came to rescue us from that. And now, baby Remuno, but to me, Buama, and no maybe it Mrs. Sign. And Sabrino, me pacho, baby papa, one more tea, one more digana, so soldier for, and then your baby papa. And this a party, won't even go to who are you? And they say, a beer, in your manum be near that, you know. Enti wono de obegya eyibi to ho na afi so no ensi yo ono no se mu ye railway line kra na oba ono abesom bi na oye mu ye
fuafo ebra
na ojiremu na wodua opege utia no atiem hey come here put it there who had miss na obusa na odua no ofraburo sigatem si ha o demonstrate everything enti that man there ade a waye ne there minim say legacy bia yenyina no yenim ne bia ya nya nchen na ne be ya trande kakra bi nyame boa no so de o man no ehyensa
bara na ye bia adwen so se otu anamom bi wo ho a amwa
enipa untimi enye penkusi what I say obi ani ho a obitim na ya adwena kusi sometimes me kan bibi kasi so for asma okay me no nya adwen obi adwen ko what I say obo no ma ade na yesi se utwa kwan ne se kwan na amfofo mu a o se kwan na tere what I say enti bia ade no ekuti obi nti ena ha no but the call nso no aboa obi enti sometimes no just say corruption na woman na eso enti am ka say ma te midu reason no indicate ene papa ni wo na bihia ama kasa kire what I say kasa kire pa say ono ade a on pen corruption ade a on pen corruption
Martina midu ne resignation akasa no kra no and the crowd torture no kan bibi wo mfa bibi a esi 12 November and nam so many hu so bia do susu say na obo no ho ban in case of ye ne keta se sha okono oni ho biem ana say nipa no we lose no internet say can bibi de 12 November so ni nim dia esi o man Ghana no
say say ye ka say oni jeje runs trans no no di nkomo sere me kon ne share dem
na ade na motivate you ma ko no nan so
runs na me need nkomo phone so ansa actually ansa na
oyo bia na ne kasa dada ansa actively na beba wa manyose mu ana say oba manyose mu no wie
me be wura manyose mu no na me hu say ne kwan bi ofa so no bi ho a na ese me peke na ese me pe ideas bi free no ese me need nkomo na fe me hu Ghana ankasa ene me bi ekoso ne ne me bi ehinta enti o briefing bebre enti ne se osore ne se oni we kono so ompe we asema onim why you saying that what I say enti no ukone ne transia omo hunu Ghana ankasa eniema akoso ne niema hihye baabi ne baabi a ebi koso nyina minim bebre parliament yasa no
sa usua no ma bebre di free ho
bebre kwa mafa bebre pa na ewumtrim na minim se de bibepie
ne sama oka de kire wo se on pesa so bi park kra de dachi bi se ofiri mu a obi sa umpo na baba e mampanya wo de ne be koho say me how serious it is or what me are transmitted the man family and say
that no me call chia won me remind won
sir
isan say na mpanyifo ni biti wo that me call here me kai won say on be kai say me ba ha o kan say emma obi ntine cameraman no ekura say ade that no nti all the family members are aware omnim that what I say na media de me catch na kufa do say mo nsie mampanyin sa akokɔ ma wo nsie ne sɛ akokɔ ɔyɛ mampanyin na ye cherish no all this years ebra wo wi esi nyabotre ne tutu ne ma yie se fi se ne krom na de ne kwa se me a Kavuta region me develop wo pa kama na kwan ne bibia nsampo na be de na kɔ makɔ kusie no na fi so mahwɛ sɛ memma amampanyimfo ne amamafo beba ɔman no nyinaa so ebitima banae kama nemu covid-19 mu no mo me no sɛ ɛna covid-19 tie nipa kakraa bi ɛne adade yɛntimi nyane saa sɛ sɛ ɔhyɛ fridge ma fi kora na yɛmfa ne hyem kɔpem sɛ ɛbrɛ no bɛso a
yɛma ne be fitting barrier sɛ de obi bɛka no no
kana ɛbɛyɛ kra bɛhwɛ ɛsiane sɛ wɔ nipa all the whole world ewiase nyinaa obiara nim Gigi runs obiara nim ne nyuma pa obeyeye edema bire siye se obesave Ghana baabi se kuyi kɔso ɛte sɛ nipa de wɔyɛ bibia wontimi nya nyina fenkyem wotase ene bo nso a ade bo kɔ ɛsɛ wɔn yɛ nso bia na nyɛ wɔn a ebia na nipa bi na hyɛ akyire kɔ yɛ edite na nso na ban mu a ti saa na ɛbɛka sɛ ɛsa na tie ɛte sɛ corruption ya we kenya
yeah ma tena bi do kan wanse
okay okay so mampanyin kɔ adwundwa na mu wotase ɛnde wabɔ ne din direct enti ne kyerɛ sɛ mampanyin na nado ti wonu me yanyini ni se corruption no nka ho yanyini ni da sanse ma tiamudu akase wososo eduru ba bia inse se esi otumi emma space called the speed na otumi ka kyerɛ sɛ hold on ana se otwuntwa na nem edi ma tiamudu yamarambo o mekire mu yie ya mo nkofa
ya meba ne ho na ne semeno yaba bedi ho koma but last question on Omampenya Dada Rollins. Which I knew won the political tension number down. And because political tension and it's saying one and more bond to more grounds. Yeah. That it's saying.
The political tension won't remember the MPP and DC. Omwa kasa. So omunyina no abekronsa. What I say? Equata and Quagrata. Omi and one. What I say? Obia with the same behavior. We go can we and work on. I don't know, say. Minim the NTI say empenyimfo mu oman a mu bu man oman chichire oman mpagya oman nkoso na monhwɛ so nyɛ modwuma sɛ de sefata mo ma bepagya na ne we koka we no so ko gina na we yina no look as if see yedi agro oman ne timu a yaka chi e wo abrabo mu ɛsɛ tutu no ma no we koka we a na we so ko gina ba bi no yi ano na we so de chi di fo ka sei we ɛkyɛ sɛ ɛsɛ de agudie bi wɔ mpanyimfo no mu ɛsɛ wo nyɛ serious abrabo mu ya sitna ye wom sisi na youth government and na me nam kwa na me hwɛ e maba we kura nose mask no na me busa sɛ awomoton busa sɛ ti sɛ covid-19 ya ma sa nkora bibli
na womo
e de ne kombe e de adwuma ne komo ye e ti sɛ anase no mo so ton ashort ne bi e no ma switch aba beton covid-19
e ba ne sa akra sana ka ebe kuta no oton ni so no sɛ
na ko oton o ti sɛ this means sɛ omo ni adwuma ye enti ye beton obitima ton we ya kosi dabai enipa domo government wo yi si nse ka mampanyifo bitima trase asese ne ma bi ye yehu se no ya bre no enkoye we yemfa wentoa se be o man bitima fa ntoma pefra no omo nwene saade no da bia na we akoye we na adwuntwa enema enti ejijironsi won de me de minim se sacrifice ana onyankopon pese odene ye edemma o se mo bia na me de me se nyakopon na ese ba mu abam nyame na se ne se mpo no ahweyi ensu na Ghana banfo ahweyi na wawu kwa esanete enti ye mu nsem de edoso
na hu ne se ambanyokofo mienu NDC na MPP wo mo de play to their advantage obi e pese odi wo no fa ho ye bi we se na ejeje ti asekura mu NDC fo mo ne nka na sebe nyame ato nsa afredo na afei na mo be miemia mo ani ase yesu NDC fo so say eche se nyonyo bi ne ba be kire wo mo kwan a wo mo fa so na wo mo ntwa adwo e wo mo founder ewu yi ho edi ti Ghana fo won to aba na NDC fo nyina na wo mo ni nkoni fa nhye wo mo founder enu nyam afio politics na be remi
founder enu mo nyam shere de obi owu okono baby e de abato no kokko hye wrong person ensa e de a shere enu nyam ene sei we enya ade ese na nadon so na MPP aban ese mo jeboso mo dia and papa yi NDC mu an wo fra beduru sabri wo da se ba e mo nta NDC fo jiro mnyemo yi ena Ghana ni bia ni wa se imperial sa na dwene wo fom se okwakoto abade ama NDC ana MPP because of a year ayebe wo hwe wa bra bone ne ma ekoso no man ko yi ato ba wo se and on a funder near and on a one won't sympathy vote and to Abamano. And let's just say we are crazy. Near near dream.
Sir,
I'm telling you.
Be a better, so be a woo who or to abandon.
No, you are crazy. No, near dream be because you see, you can't depend on this. I can't a bit to me, I'm my Adriane. And a bit my day. The Anna is here, the Anna in Anna say, I see it in man be fitting barrier. Fair. What I say, let me say, Nakabos, yes, voter regime, baby, I just shilling Munyam. Never in a care, near Elcota station or Nam paying for baby with Drakra, no flow to air, no corner could see, no landed, no be a caught near my free bus. I walk the whole Ghana, will be unco near 12 voter region, near Cornia Queen, if a fair, fine. Number 12 if I home bay. Or not to be umbuano. Ah? The nay in the Casabel Casa NDC for a year say, or say. Sell my gift. Will be a twaba ma war.
Yeah.
What I say? I just say, it himself was it a catastrophe pa. Says what him, yes, sir. Macomo be gift. And no share the social media box. Best an MPP a so be mono na macaroni, be mono na ya de a fence a tomato ya TTB.
Don't be funny bon.
That way was I.
Be funny bon.
Nebo nanado eni ni atro ho form of nana na wo chiche we de man for pa se monye na monye na monto aba ma na wo pese o chese Ghana for ye huri enim ko etiko enye ne sa esese etumi ema oman no nchechire hia ye enne ye betima sese sika ama nkofo so medi ye chinto aba ma ye enne ne chese ye kasa no ye nwene oman no enne ne chese ye mpese nye good leadership esabri bia no yetimi nye sika e de bro bia e na oto abama ye dia e na Ghana na we are heading towards June etimi de mesre se obi bia obeba set jiska na to abama no ana se jiska na ko campaign na fa to abama no bia no e nipa bia omwa odachi esan se enne no de ma wona ko diska na e kire mu obi eti na obi odiska ma obi no danase na chia no ne mum no never se obeto aba ediaman de biarada because the one yamount no e kire won obi e say majority we ne say obi abaka che say tra radio so ne kasa mami se be ya metimi bituma to aba na kasa ma no a adon de wakasa ma na we ne wi on fa ho because okoton ne dan e no this can be breo e na de campaign man obedu tiafi okope dan sika no si dan foforo etinye o man no e na obedwene man no ho ne mom ne sika na o say no e na obepe hwe so wo hwe enne politics na ekoso na sanete escafo de sika bishim we de sika bishim ti wi a ese satisfy wo nyina eti ministries na edoso o ti say appointments na edoso we na edoso ko ma man ba bi anhia ne sika o de bishim so na ti say Ghana Union movement gum a movement here we yanyi obi sika ye de campaign selfless obia ankasa decide say me mpahwe me de me campaign ma me ma ya joma si o onye hwe ene wo campaign it is a ness ye ba ness me trase na me hwe di na hu say no ma me kofa dankabuliam na me fa no ko ebia me ka say Minister of Employment na mo do ko hye na dankan ekọ ness wo ko ye ne ma ensem fata na me yed no ko to afiase na sam no obi oba prison wo bia obi obeba ba mu bia o de be adisuade o ti ase me kofa chairman of Church of Pentecost na me de ne ko na me say brabes ne ko ebia ministry wi na me de ko hye ho me so be go Pentecost for any masida and anyo na bre miska e ma party ye de campaign and anyo na diska bae e ma ye de bibia it is an appointment no ko no anye ni ya me pa cho ne say ya esi ofiri wa no ofiri o se okono ko ebo ni bi na se de tu ofiase a mi me fiase da me be yo mampanyina efiase da me nyen kesi o
abende
mamu die 3 months then so rest of your life 10 years uni reputation bia o man unya adwuma nya oba bia obi ene oba recognize wo ye mount drive se wo wa utuka akura ye mount drive
okay
o just say o betuma tro and be for driver so mo akasa be driver
na eno ne public officers na obi a wo susu say o men wo man fa nko yie na na say
sana me kan o just say enti no e ba wo ankasa wa brabo no asay for 10 years o just say untimi nko ba bia nya ni munyam biem because already no ya paint black na nam wait 10 years oni be nti no se basa na bitima boa dan se ene obia ordinary person bi ko afiase no kokodi wo ne se ye ya yen gedi nkofo so nkoda afiase mfihia be se edu ana mfihia dunum no way okwa kodi bia 2 years your sentence was straight you be change mra no your sentence no ya ka so ko me buru $100 what I say
okodua buru e we afiase ho
yeah oko kodua buru $100
who say be deterrent by to
I'm telling you you go unya buru no $100 anu de wo kofia ni amount $30 ka bako bobra 70 no enko aban ho what I say e say do ko avaime a esikodua mo ehia mo $50 e free ho this year me come twa $175 what I say e mo nko amenya $175 nye this year me beginning of the early next year no?
Yeah.
First one no eminya say 150 something anyway so call 175 but the inter man no yeah say actually ni metimi ado kakra ka ho and me do nyina so me dua be what e make say e bro metwam ebe $250 what I say until say woma obi na we prisoner na ka chene say onko no nkonko da afiase ni entupunum ni enyini mpie ye ntupunu ni bia adwene bia anim esese etimi man ko ye dwuma what I say enti no say ma obi appointment ndes wokọ ne wantima anya na dwuma yi a ne de no ko afiase ne ka so ngogodi bese mfie num a enye mfie num ne hian no ko ne come ebia $500 of maize minister of food and agriculture isa so kodi sikenti ko come here $500 of maize now she afiase na wodo na me $500 of maize e be hospital e be ko Ghana aduan bebu so na se be mo hye dem ni afankofo ma won mo ekọ ni akọhwe won ado de na o mo hwe won so ye to mprum na urodi won na mo koba faso ni so ye be mo transfer man from afa na banku eburu na ye ma bi adi banku ade che no nya hoden won sa go ginam no wado kakra sa o man no be
kwa ben so na gum ebe fa so akon atia ketase hye se oba be Ghana mampani a
ebia na me kemenu ye do batum
so
yes so kra ita baka cho sa ade no nyo na ma esika ye campaign what you make say sisi a yeti we
wonya osika we na ade your campaign
sika o na me share brasi sa nyene o
to kakra gu ho
me share brasi sa che what you say me be ye teacher ni since 1993 mu ba enyina na me sa edi sofo amaye masofo die na mu abeduru se be ene obusa me ye fe ne say edan sofo da ye say ya edan be du menya kyerɛw obusa me say o ka ye say ka mako be say bia 10 ana 12 menya kyerɛw obusa me say bofu ye say me kyerɛw say fuwe mi wo mufu mi wo kokofu mi wo agi efense ebrufu o ja say me see hotel ha me see hospital ha me see university Kumasi you see all this because I started long time enye ne enti no enne se obi ti baby na o ka say ena amembu na esofu chabusum bebu no obede wobu ni ade a ewiase yese de onim to ene ma no edini gina ekwa no wo dia say amembu nye Latin kasa ena enye brofuka enimdie ni nyansa ne adwene mu do anyame de ma aye de ehihye ne ma ene betim de ahihye ama na wie peye etimi de ketase hye ne de mini obema ewunim ade ba ko a me pesenka nyame ya do no de me bae ense nanan mahemfo ibi twa tumi ni bi de ama wo nye bibia na be court enu bi wonu ma court a enye yi kodu police station e be ka chom se we de ya hemfi asem mo fa kwa hemfi ne ko ka asem no nanan mahemfo be transfer wa hemfi edi asem ebu anko wo ze kan ne wo hemfi police so ya aware ne wo cells
and wa hemfi
what I say because when him say ya hemfi ya magdari ye betra sia ma ye be ya ma anhwe ye bedu baabi no ye be ya ma ye mane nyina ya se o mo hyebre ma jere ma example bi akwara bi akọwi ade odi no ko wi eso kutwa obi bode ewi ani ko du court mrase se obi akọwi ade ne to fiase ni ajele no ebia 2 years no akodem okwa ahemfie ene ekodu nasem okwa ohin trawdwo no obi se akola ni maame we ono wana tie ozi maame ewu wana tete wo mo kofa no mra ni afo no ba ade na akola yi etimi kofo bi bo de ebra woni nete e de entete na de ma no o se bo bi a ye ti kura de di kura de enti no du ba bi a ya na yesresre ene ono na you see ekofa ba ye na oka wi pe ohine transit da bi ene na akwala no ekoma na di nti man tu sa na mo what I say enti mo mi nhwe ne entren yetimi de ne ko hye ahemfie cells ema no da ho ema ebonu nsia asa na yi no ni abon kokose se unnim na ye bzu bi mu a ye betwe aso a emu ode eno na kyese hyebra na ekura akwala no ye ma no ko se ene abon kokko ho enti obetimako ade ne kosi broni de mra bia bricket one bia ba wo tie nkora go fiase chi go fiase chi go fiase a wo se ye mofra ne hyebra papa ba ye ne enim ne me enim ma ho so en mra bia hyehye wo Ghana no bi de mu se mra mo hyema hiafo mo hyema skafo
sa
me to de ko fiase ko we skani be na bada ho obi an ba na ho onim ko obo so bi twitwa age na ama akora na be fie o te makana se nenso no ohia ni ba de okodu yape straight so
okay
ye de be ko enti ye buta ene se be mo obi akọ afiase ne ba ko no okọ afiase on ebia wakum nipa o te makana se ebia wakum nipa waya di bi mo den ena me court asem na meka ye be mna court a wakum nipa ayi bi mo den ne mum eyi no because say ni o school no so be kaya ni efi say ado a punishment
because how ye bibi na nya na ye dia ka
ni ama okwakodo o te say nenso nka ye breso a ni o school no na ye de farm no kwa exams o te say mi baby school mi ye cabbage mi ye lettuce na onion
ye kura ye ko school sa JHS kwa na ye bed say farm bed CB
very good
na ye dua nya do ane ade was
mi ye cabbage na me onion for my pass mark say me pass agriculture na me chere science and agric and maths what I say my last place I'm chere there unity JSS Kotobabe and how I'm chere there and ansa na man chere there bi enti say what na say na wo hwe say esese itumi e build nipa betumi aboa mo man chechire na ye so nkola ekugu afiase se nkwa wo connect na wo check nkola egu afiase a mo amkofo bi ko ye mo interview che say ha dwen emranti omo hoden omo ye kama enso no gba kubusa mo no ye say okosane obi aboso okotu obi butum enu ti ni butum okotu ye na amale punishment bi ase onko de afiase emfinsie dunum akra no ne
and reform
Debbie, a crime of what contribute to the quota to this very nation. Continue contribute to you because so if ya the aqua no. It's no dear, yasem say, Yabachunko for us.
Okay.
Yamanko for a cotibim, especially a bemu at my four. One more baby bibia and 7 name of the entia and my politicians into Masono, any agina, the Sika or the Buremo. On a boa campaign.
Eti na bibi scientist say obokwe obi amfa ni sika mbebo na ebi de ba na wonye because kakra wo wona no ana be ne kakra wo wa sore ma wo followers e bia ene wu ko obi person support wa
obi okra na bia na wasene boma mo de bi se momfa moa eno de nya obi a wa pege ne sika bum
okay
atana dem ne de agubutum ne de abrewo obi akotu ya e bia 1 billion e de ama ebia mama ana nanado seje campaign edufi so odin 1 billion ambra waje na dia campaign so oba sisi a na de ko hye baabi na BBC a oba no we oka chen say ye hodu on
okay
what I say enti say yenyi sad na politicians no ye do on to na ye beba no so no ye appoint ordinary person bi a only party no mo a wonim deal and ye de na be yo ye the party functionaries no party members no and yet one more to ebasa na man team ko anim
okay
what I say it is the same we na me wie na nyame epagam no bedru awia na I remember a particular lawyer in a UTV
Laitikana
excellent what I say na onim party what I make us na say ne me bana mama appointment say won kwa what I say o ma me hwe
okay
o ma bibia o enti say okọ no anye ne mayie na me frɛ no kokosa de we a wo ye mate sesese wan hwe yi a memo akofiase a memo akọ
okay abusia wasuku so awutie ni 100.9 mo ambohwe wo Facebook live yene eye odifo Christian Kwabena Andrews ono no ye Frankatuni osan ye founder at the Ghana Union Movement you gum number 3 on the ballot paper so far to abonomo etesen before my penda the be free na ye de no maba from kakra na to abonomo tesen kwa ben so na mama fo hu say wo position number 3 no wo hye ho
yeah ye koso ema ye pusese de kwa bonten no ye ka ene ye nam nyina so bonde wo kire se nkofo se wotuma number 1 na ye tuo e be shutu betiato ukotuma no betun de ye bomb number 3 de e asumdue ni nkabomu na eba ye pese ni panyina hu se ye toso miensa mienyi number 3 sem no mfiri ho ye toso miensa
okay
because say number bi anhye ho nti ye toso miensa o kan free soro no ba we oluma free mu na be ye abrante oluma no so free mu na krachi ni na ebom fifin nti number 3 no ye toso miensa won ye wona de make kira man say nyina ne say wo say ye policies na ye de kwa bonten na en mankofo e welcome no yes all these benefits esese obi biara wanyini edi mfisi aduasia kɔ so oton kodu so oton kate so oton by the oton body esese Ghana by man bibi kakra at the end of the month eto aduane die yɛhwɛ bibi se skills aye de beba schools awodo mu se yɛntena se kan jese man so nkosua A for apple B for ball no ne mum no se obesua bibi te se mobile phone ye attach fan iron every day enema bi ehia yɛn a computers ehia na etimba boy a daily a life no esi etimi ede saa na manyina abagana yɛhwɛ bi te se si bitima transfer su se adentina esese ede contract edima contract bi na menua otimi kɔ ayi bank ekɔje bosia na wo wi ana ede contract be ma MP we contractor onye contractor enso ye de amana se onye no mfantereka ede ye kate this means contract sam na de amana no wono beti so 10%. What is 10% now the command contract be as can so what contract in school afen wo ko bank akobo bosia bank nso interest da so enti shady work no be yaman adwuma de bedie no enya de papa ye asem say ye ba na contract no de ma individuals be use Ghana contractors as engineers o metima boy contract site o no metima hwe ama bibia akoso nemo abana de cement na iron rods and the labor force no e be ye adwuma enti government na kasa bomtena the buses krum na bie labor camp edi ama mrantier maba wa carpenter masonry ne ayifo no steel benders no na no pa o matena base no makɔ ye adwuma na don de opon a edane mobile phone so nsa kan sika o dey say the command contractor obi so beche subcontract obi so e the contract
normal sublet no the amount
e tu bon wan say o the man nipa we the man kon na accuracy kai ka se bia e dey mark no e 100 cedis a enkodi be nipa mi ensansa akwa no kwa no nya 25 cedis so what I say e pasa na ma yenkrofo no yenkoa hwe bi beti say yesi ye free port e dey enti mi free port Ghana year kai ya Majari koto na America no lebe enye o mampanyi sika si policy mo de buy no enye o mampanyi de tuama wo ensuo na fa so buy no enye o mampanyi dia o te mekara se enne enye Ghana ensuo source ne ba bi yesi form no enu nti no so to car no 70 million aban si 210 million ka ho ne nkonko ye be say 280 million nya Ghana for na momo ye hiafo eti pecho che enu se empanyimfo no
se etimi nya free port
very good esi etimi nya free port emma enema papa be ye manu mu because enema no papa no wo abruchire on ne bo na wo form na so iba bedru no ne de sika kese atoso because Ghana empanyimfo no yakwadwofo wo mo mpadwuma ye yemhwe ye wansase guo ese cultivate ye dua yetimi export ye wo sase ho ese Majari obekọ nano abranti bi wo takwa gold mining site o shefom ena o tu gold ni bi o yema mrofo bi na o twa gold bi kire me a Majari hu o yembe hyewo omako to layer bia gold o so fofi we nyina wo yempanyim 40 office age 10% o dey say amankofu e contract fi gold o mo sesako enye gold ketwa
your capacity say betimi dey too
but you say
your capacity say betimi dey
individual akura ba betu na aban you betimi tu and na no ka so mo kokoje COVID-19 sika 1 billion no entimi to machines ma betu gold Because we be factory ko betima be factory be say about 20 e wo Ghana esu sika na wo yifa ye de agina ke mototo mu afa wiem ama nkrofo aso what I say enti no edru bra majare esese etimi ma Ghana for me ni ba ye ho so na ye sori gene hu say no politicians no they are not helping us.
Okay.
Freeport ebeba am obi anye be
because the wo can say one ma back call the teacher cry ye share the fall Republican dispensation and one ma back call na say ye hu ni so ma moya what is the assurance say won so wo ba obetimi aboa e na ma ebema adanso e wo ye odifo Christian Kwabena Andrews ho say ono de oba enye de ayanom ye ibi no ba be
Majari say catch us say you good you be too good ye da chichire man enne nanado galamsey fo achi o magum nyina me ba me jawo
and dia o ma penda da mahama ka bi
oh over na me my tron da o manifesto konsa na ma me baka
okay
what I say me jawo na afi no ye be too galamsey no more ni afwe
galamsey ye illegal mine o ne dey say yensu
aseme na kan
ye forest quiet
kuma breso ni etu galamsey enso ni eniye ye mrofra na monom tu galamsey no na mo kɔ de mrofo na tu amana ka eche na no bibi mo no mo tutu from say the China for na ba o ma say no ma no kan it galamsey na etu Ghana no na nti say de ne o ma ni say enne ye be kɔ deep mining no ye ne akasa aban na akasa betu ni eja ahoho de amom so betu no wo won bomb da hotel uta say o meton kan do ko no ni no ntwen opego da to e be man bi ato ye makwa mfiasa se mom so monkoso wan betima kwa America so ko just as it good and I say oboko China so ko twa timber e wo na so look at ye de bibia ma hoho enen page 42 office ye bota na ye 10% ye de ye be yisa na free o
okay
ye be si form ye be ye adwuma ensenya adwuma ni di o te mekra se ene ye mo France ya mo ma nya adwuma nyame atembu bebe ye so esese itimi ye adwuma Yesu Kristo no kra no mpa ye se di leche no o se okọ okosiesi baby amaye what I say na yaba onu mpo okoye adwuma na wote ya o se nsia no de adwuma de to sonso no ho meye enti adwuma be na ye o se na atifie ubere wetima ko nim esese etumi ma ye mofre nya adwuma ye what I say ni etimi bodo oman no no ma ye kra bebe enti save ye obibi ase bibie bank bia ya tun mampanyin nanado ba ya watum bia ye be se bie obi abesa ko back akọ ene djuma mampanyin kofo bebie banks ya ma du baby no ma jere bia ono ya mfre ho se bra beji loan kofo frɛ omo hieska the ban say na they said suddenly na wa afye nanado na enwumre sigo tiemia anan pipi fo mpanyinfo bi tiemia bi so say wo se bank fund the 11 point something billion
yeah
what I say enu to go bank no after 2 years ubaya was it 13 billion ekutu anko foka asem we what be that obi di ka 11 enu nti wo so apam na free wo wi ya no kofa 13 abase mo meje ati mo dwunu ho a emfa je wo dwunu ho a enwene etibi de me hunu se amammuo no ena o mapem o mutimi nye na ando me gini di campaign man no nenso no
every video bi kra ba be to ja na o ka se na nado dan kwa gufa do no na
o so mutwa so me sha ase na me say mama be free so
okay
mama free office so ma nanado aba nanado ba no hye nneema yi no de to Ghana fo aso ma onu betwa ba omia betwa we betwa be 40 years no mda so te so what I say eni ku yi enu
wo mu yi baby
eni peja we betu mu eni ase nanado we be 40 years we be 40 na de wani mu ne de ya mfa mba sana Ghana politics ne tie na so medium nim say Ghana for a was super bitie ni etima boa na ama Ghana ayekra befe se yehwe edwadifo ni da so bi a yese de bana edwumfo ma no eno mom to say food staffs no ye mom nkofa biem aban ekwa koto nua ne frekuafo ho what I say
now they are bread edwadifo ma no
can you say ye wo food complex or what I say ye food distribution or what I say ye distribute food no if in cross o be pass ekuafo no beto won ye beto no ebo a esefata ye ba ne beduru dwomu a mfase bia beduru food distribution wakra ye beduru yape sama market for emaku aba emma mpanyifo no oba ye bacho ene ye behia ebia jene eka baako ye behia we no the invoice number na atwone de amount okoduru dwomu a obi dwom ni ba ne niska capital beton de na so obetime gina ho
Okay.
Agye no one bi akoton. I know the we are wasaba betuaka e dem adwuma panyin no. No mo so ba abesettle bill no. Na ye ko animu ana no. Ghana for increase campo a obetime nya adwuma ye.
Okay. How you need 100.9 Facebook messages be pan about. Ebenezer Asarios, in fact, this man is a great man. Mingle of Tina. I'll say, Papa, you are right, but the Akano no. And Magzaru Brian, I'll say 2020. Ebeyegum number 3. And we also say, indeed, Kwame Nkrumah spirit tabu mupa gum all the way. Obeti gum, we also say, I'm watching you live. And if you are so kind, Lady Papa, okay. And Apurugu Chakapama. Osema Jerry, thumbs up. I'm watching you live from Zabuzungu. James Nowate, also this is the great leader Ghanaians are looking for. We also say vote for Ghana Union Movement. Laventina once again, also number 3 on the ballot paper. No one again for you. We're a very intelligent man, James Nowate. Who men's appeal to us over to Gumba still 4 more for Nana. And where's I'm watching you live, Mark Jerry? Okay, but I say also good evening, Mark Jerry. A vote for number 3 means God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. And also idea ba and I make also gum. We should have born some more papa. Good. Iti wo share as baby ayaba bedru eje wo share ahoboa assurance our president edi amaye asomdwe na ehwe wabatu yimo wo share IGP ono so assurance odi amaye baby bi IGP bedu bi anoka se obi bi obe na dwe so be for trouble enya de say nipa no in fact one more better ne sokra so far wo share your space ni ma etesen asomdwe
me hunu se asomdwe bi mmade ebe MPP ni NDC
sa
omumienu na say minim de homo pe Magere so obi ba be som ne man a eye muja sem eye ntokwa nanso because say nya man ne som no be pe no mu yi di no mkoso nti no mo ba ne nte sa de a Magere so obehwe a sabrin kana na ko e campaign dey ehun ya so e campaign e fense mama o ye campaign dey nanso ko fi krum wo mo ba ne se bo ye de pamutade ma school fo nkola mpo a enka school ni bia benya akola ebenya tade ahye hwe people so man get krum the whole country no ye printing books a enka books be ko Ghana Kenya de ketwa
ade na wo de onye ne sa
o say hey sis ka be do mo nsem yenum a ye ba foforo no a obi nhunu si e pe president edi no e na ese nka etimi ton ye ho nenso werim de omo no sese no mo na ebro hons no eno mo ye bi boss akesi be bia for what he nana do lusui o sa be lusui what's about winning? What's about so called projects as well? Why you be? And can you be? And you can pay him. 1 month 2 months we, oh yeah 2 months we. That's all. And
so they know you say you so can you first say you can do so. You have
me say me must have say 1 month 2 months first. I would you 1 million plus. They are still there. If you would really convince them, why do you have to campaign again? Nanado, dear no. Yamra mama or kumfudumfo mama. Se wo hwe se ono so de obebe ye nyina watena so amampanyin ayi de so atamosi wo beto ano so wo san ba beto a wankasa wo de 4 years so wo wie wo ba me bato wo so wo si schools wo si enka wu nya campaign biem enka no ansa NDC na ekọ MPP na ekọ na enka mo wie na ka yenom nkrase ebo nkrase fo na mani o ya ba mu bi o montoma ani o nenso we de se de wo mo sai ho dadaada nenso enye no nye process ene billboards and a tour bar. Ghana for break. Ghana for near break.
Okay.
Ghana for a drink. Ghana for baby afa. A gum. Ghana Union Movement.
Okay.
Yaba power and your mama sister. Majari. Yaba shese obi biara ho betoro. What I say? And yan go. Ye banya be ye juma. We are going to cultivate our land. What I say? Majari. So we share sasi ye dagana. You see ye chimwa. Ye bese a bese. Mekane say 10% the peso. Ya kenyina yura. But I say, it's not because of Bible asemi adwen. Me papa wa. Majari. Yakopon ya doma. Obaby abe wudu kura me sambo abaso.
Sir, I would do
me papa. They should produce
more. And the population amount for regulatory.
Regulatory. Regulatory.
It's not as how the National Population Council be champ.
Oh, Kofi America. Who do ya bo abaso ma that time. It's not even gola no. Edientia. Omo biti ye. Omo dada ye. What I say? Omo break condom. Contraceptive say for put it wow. And a man go to men go to. Omo so wo 10 pe ni abo abaso. Ni ama fie na tim. What I add the idea. Yes sir. Yeah ba. Obaby obenyin sen. Unyin sen pe na cause be dey musu unyin sen pe. From that day, kopin so bo aba be fa honka. What I say? You be hwe pe say ehia fo ni eskafo ma da ye fo nyina pe. Enkran san say ye je binom ama ehia fo nyin sen omo amtimi hwe won yi enti no. Na the burden abeto oman no so. Akran ne be yare, de bia no ma mete kolebu. No delay mu. Echa no to hospital no na wa twogu because sa onyin say no ya ma very good care.
Okay.
Maternal care no ye de beba ama Ghana etima korenim.
Well, say good evening, Jerry. Gum Ghana Movement. Ye papa. We ye literature record free Ashama and ode ababeto ham. And and come for star Chima Yiribi or Jerry. No matter what MPP is going to win, Martina Mido resignation, you know, and for gum catch and somebody dear. Or cancer and MPP is going to win. Now, whether you go on the BBA didn't chiramo as of for a woman. Oh, dear. Yabatway. About what they say, missing 65%. Hey, open 65%. 65%. And I may Baba winning my 65 years away anymore. Oh, I'm so. My daddy, you know. My daddy, listen to me. I didn't motivate you. 65%. You be shocked, sir. You be shocked. Wow. Ghana for aswan, sir. Mahudi Mudru. Yapim. What I say? Into a bread to say so, Mrs. Sano. No more said, Debbie. Yen try gum. Now, Musumra. Wow. All right. Martinami do resignation. Quick comment on it. Well, handless about to say, what time in Inti, we hear 1 hour painting. I'm a dimi huni. Medas. Yeah, say, what resign. Namidi, the Mecatcher say, ma on Trasequa. On Madi Umubia details no. On family Ghana for. May who details a woman. Ma on my may not say about tofa. And now what they ever break Ghana for. My Jerry said, about tofa the break Ghana for you who might details about those things. Okay. Into a set with me be my. They say, I'm taking source to be said, my penny celebrate. You see, Kabina into your man. On my penny, one ma, my director, a chief of staff. Yeah. So when you say BBS of attend we untu na dey farm. Untu na na say tu na wo ku. Ba ma make we kra so matina bi do. Me ye intercepting krata e kire so no kra no meeting so call ye because na Ghana for bi ka of ye sika mai meeting so call ye board meeting so call ye sika over 12,000 Ghana cedis. E ya dey awanye okobi o say na dey me office ye board meeting say na what dey sika ma me and na ho krata about
this one is a halo. Yeah. Na dey make kan say o mampanyin sika na okutu ama no. Yeah. Matia midway so otiminka e man nka wono ntum da kade umbia because e bia na mompanyi hyeda na muntu ensika man se bia o giri sika na wakana no atuma won ma yehu die wom okay won yehu die wom nyina na Ghana fo hu se yes papa na kanokore se eye ya mompanyi aba bonten ye o ma twetwe no grade se bia ma be kasa ache wo dey se ete se wo yiri jawo na wo wakana se moto na don se ferentiri mu wo dey se yempenesa e na mompanyi opeso wo ye dia Omampenyi ne tuntwi anyone say straight onyini sika and she get still it should come out rather the obia no omi hu di omu okay and then many odi for Christian Kwabena Andrews founder and leader the Ghana Union Movement we are ayade a Razak Ojopoku obeba ha na ye ni abayo bonko but ni nyina ne fa Yewura Martin Amidu ne resignation no me ade na so ye betwa ekomono ewo ho na we say the good man really funny you free maternal care pa also then we'll give birth to 10 kids we'll be soon as send one also ofili pa Augustina na odia ba o say unyamesi ongunsa asase na adneti ne pese yi nyakopon de ntofei yekuti akosi broni adwene ma me fa few ko be nipa me se be ko fans le se do mgu akire ma ma nka kakra bia 0302243540 0302257902 pass your money total nipa ba ya taw we the first part e ba so majo okay gumu ha ye go nana tubu ase akwasa de tiri
Wajoso.
Oya asu bien kan. Nedi kan ma memu abaso. Se o ba ka ya mini bi me ka kire o. Me say you betu mahama e wo position ho. Enti anyame nwanwa se o ba pa so 3. Enti the next ya say ballot ni bi mu pa. Tu mahama ne ba to 2. Mahama ko to.
Better say yeah to us so my fan next one yenko. Me ba jo ba jo e.
Yenia.
E ti say yetio.
Yo, yaw okromansa amwa me kase free achim achianse.
Yenko enim.
Yo, yedi kan question mi bisa gum. Ne say emra oyi yini enema kwa me nkroma ye ya asesei e woni TV so oba oba ni ade mi bisa no. So one district one factory abey. So watumya ye sa nyema nu bi baako a ebedi adanse ye say the tumi mana obetumi aya na anu ye baako nye tosum yenu say Japan deal any corruption wi sama aba ye ka ye pese ye digu nanado animase no ni bisa say emra atamil is the late president ewu ye no and sawa podi dudu a ebe mu no so mahama etumi bunkunta.
Oh, na say on your Mahama, but your question where relevant. But my this card now you may yanko next one zone ye nibre. Me ba to majo. Yetio yanko yes sir.
Me ba jo to pachi masumo taifa. Facha me voice afam kakra. Ma mintia sofo kwabna Andrews. Yankopon kanu magye me sinsu mansana maham. Me bema mushini we pusume. When me problem me woma papa we. Papa we a video few years ago. Say Nanado arene no. On free power da.
So what chim ana wante.
O chire mu say.
What chim wa ha nti wante. What chim ti. Ose video no wo ma edit baby no ma sha daddy baby e propaganda.
Fine, but now we dey me pesa me catch you. Me ma follow no enye ne. Ma follow way back.
Okay, it's a work as is and you're quite brand.
Me can't say papa we or to be a statement.
Okay, thank you. Better say, but maybe last one. Maybe do my joy.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, man, you're quite.
I was for
Also for what?
Catch and some failing of papa. Now said there or send for and gomono. And then mention me send and come say about why a battery. Yameda to so me and say we yes with him amen.
Better say Jacob how many to me and you okay. All right. Eti Oribo cause him abandon. What's about here that to final am you go. Yeah.
Edu brase den kabo musronko eji o man si o na ye nyina e kabo mu ne sisi o man no. Na na ma hemfo nkramofo ne asofo nyina anka humom sebe ya ye nyina betima chechire man na mo man na e krabefe. Yenim se binum a mo didi amen no de mo nyi ba bi asi ne o mo ni adwen bi o mo dwene enua no mo aka no ho. Yenim de yeni ni memfiri ba bia o na so yakopon de o de ma ye no nyina echi no asore gina se ese eji o man si o. Enti yanka mum na nkunimdie betima ba ma ye nyina.
Better say, and then that's so Baba Kayan, a brand be monitor said our campaign, quantity after Friday now actively no. Besides, he be who said you. Yankopon was papa. Yene ayo di for Christian Kwabena Andrews, or your founder and leader, the ma a Ghana Union movement on an yen no. It didn't come on high you need 100.9. A photo where the TO and Razak Jobokuzoa. Yeah, then about Gumana, Matrami the resignation, no, and a Muslim, that yet here. Yeah, but it's here.
Yanu me bibrime, Yanko Fatu Yeswo, and to Esi Bamabo, or Kunkunim Kofejin and so, Aquara Paddy Coque, where the Damana Chireno. Adeshiambra kroma dansi di fo mehwe kasemu chira wanwade esumu apai mo hre nya kwa pie awon wasem nie we die bi si pen Neat FM ya mamwa kwaba
Tumo ya mo hwe ye ye politicians die ye de ano ye de honestly and tokwa isi wo Ghana nyina na amansani nyina nye obi ana de bawo enema mienu ohia any politicians asemba ko obeka wo tekrema so no chense kan. I want to tell you, do your politics well. Don't let politicians deceive you. Muhu ya se wo no wani agi achinji a yen ko ntokwa wo ye wi a ye frustra ko numti nam ne ye wi mu ana moko. Me catch them on Okwari. There are people here. Enne omuhumia omusi omutiase. Osafumafu o himfa enye MPP. Ninu akuma AGYEMAN o NDC. Shelia Ite o NDC no a minister. Ninu Penny Professor Ite o MPP. NDC lawyer Larry Ajeti. The best station in the o NDC. Ne papa waka baby Peter Lajeti o MPP. Samuel Jinapo o himfa or MPP, Ninu Penny John Jinapo or NDC. Me and me Gina Hay, me or MPP, Ninu Penny Kamara or NDC. Ye fear that come. No, I'm better come. Me Martina, me Gina, me catch them one. Me who opposition down. Me party the our co-opposition, but me Kasankasa me co-opposition. Look, look, me who opposition da. Me party MPP a co-opposition, but me there me co-opposition. Because NDC wa power me didi Kamara me kono homa mi score be mame enne me wa part me wa power bibi hia na obe frɛ me ye kasa da na mahu opposition no enti mondwin mayem ma party emme mayem contest. That's the only thing me da mo.
Yada say Boniface Abubakar Sadiq na Razak ojo bogua Razak majo
oyene mejo so
eti say
Yesu Kristo adaroma
Concerned Voters Movement. Oh,
all members of Concerned Voters Movement.
Now,
all the listeners of NIT FM and Ghanaians at large. The Nyamiadom, Bibia Boko campaigning so a Kosopa.
Oman penny that way until Monka. So that's a comedy statement, Bana.
This statement here, ready.
Is that? Yeah, man, penny that. Adan is sabin come so be this statement, but can be the fan of honor. Monjo Bibia.
Then I best here today.
And I'm a secretary.
What we care about, say, the living, the government, and another for the government. Or born a more than say obey me, I implement policies and programs.
As I have done so,
a bit changing the lives of those who are living. So what I say.
And so, you don't care about the dead.
You're more concerned about those living. So what I say. And try money per once and watch fake love. They said the NDC ne as you don't get Tiana John Mama more church. Nipa no Tiasi or no better more church. Some money tia. Papa yari recorda hospital according to Huswampo and Crano. Omante. They were not.
Now what is wrong about that? Now
even their founder has been hospitalized. For a number of weeks.
And so the family because decided to make people know silent.
Money and tetepa.
If your family decided to make people silent.
If you who ye and ye na busia and kolane coma omoko honra omoko and mama office is locked up. And kolane call back to their house. And mama more from power much of the incidents that happened. And then kolane to show maturity and then omoko chia mahama. And clearly, Obi Ghana BN say the leadership of the NDC, led by John Mahama, supported by Professor Nana Opoku AGYEMAN, and the Professor Ahoyemo, a book, edited D. Rollins attempt, Eddie Yao near Rewona,
Atem the Diano, Eddie
Yao, and Akumu Maria, Afina Mokusu, Big Lab. Who has seen look at your class or share crocodile.
But what do you mean by fake love?
Obi a friend or tears your friend.
Yes, I will tell you crowd of fun percent.
Backing dog. The dog has been chained. Nothing in the panel wapa. Usu. ABS look at your soon is a 1 minute Rollins and Temanye pepe upon the wuko.
I don't know what.
So what you say? So clearly, no. Yemfa Rollins assembling to the abba for free.
Yeah, become once. Martina Midu. And the resignation of concerned voters movement. They told you, no. Na eto say the fight against corruption. Yebisa say, what does it mean to again another government? Fight against corruption.
But that's it. The fight against corruption. First of all, opeso who's a leader be any brace up person fight corruption. Anamoa obetu. And now Danko Akufo-Addo in opposition. I assure Ghanaians say Oba in order to make sure say you better fight corruption, especially political related corrupt practices. Or best set up a special department, an office, office of the special prosecutor be handle political related cases involving corruption or acts of corruption. Or by or the OSEI set up that an office. And on Kodanchen OSEI pass right to information bill at that parliament for several years. So many years government upon government didn't show any commitment of passing right to information bill. Adam Akufo-Addo esa pass that bill. Say beya obia na ufi say anasa we suspect any act of infractions, was many any act of corruption, and now any doubt or any uncertainty in your mind as far as any public officer or public officer holder now public organization be or even a private entity be or into partnership or public cooperation enter into any transaction or smell any act of corruption or conflict of interest whatsoever, you can use that Right to Information Act to access those information. And no crown so ye ata the work of the special prosecutor. Say beya or person access any information or bet me at trigger any portions or any sessions of the Right to Information Act. No seeking information. This is a matter me do a lawyer or your learning. Now be catcher say you are requesting for information from government appointees and they are not giving it to you. The question is, Martiami do bet me show any letter what on the premises of Right to Information Act. I was seeking for any information. I will be a farmer.
Right to Information.
So clearly,
we haven't operationalized it.
When you're serious,
rather, hold on. We haven't operationalized it.
No, who told you we haven't?
We haven't operationalized it. Implementation process.
The president
has sent it. It will take effect.
Good. President so as set up the commission
next year. Oh, you know another way. It's implementation process in the course.
Who told you that?
Implementation process.
Where I work.
According to even the information minister.
Where I work.
Yeah.
One law firm, I won't mention the particular law firm. There was some form of some transaction they needed an information about it. Omu utilize some aspect of the Right to Information are demanding for those informations. Yes, you use those relevance portion and we responded to them. So you cannot tell me it is not operationalized. It's not operationalized. So clearly,
implementation process.
Amidu has disappointed Ghanaians. It's a disappointed appointing authority, and clearly what shows say a coward. He's not ready to commit himself of fighting corruption.
Oh, you're coward.
I'm telling you for a fact.
And then man,
despite media management or the board provide the amawana. You have challenges,
but at least
you cannot tell me
and
because of those challenges, why resign or resigning so even the management, why inform me or why inform me the board, why inform me the owners of Despite Media. And one say, Odo Krata, what krata tente bastardizing the Despite Media Mufa Wajuma. Nadia Kotu Abonten say Ghana for and super Despite Media, the board and the management. Oh yes, sir. One, lucky corporate character. Secondly,
what's the lifestyle like a corporate character?
Of course, lucky corporate character. Secondly,
and the political life.
You lack professional actors because clearly the border say you do not even inform your resignation. Now, only we a CEO or executive secretary or executive director or any title, we adwuma with in consultation with the board. Now resign here. Sebi tafrache. Akraketu akura be hu se ese mi hu nyansa na me copy the board. Me working in consultation with them. One yes sir. Board chairperson. I mean me refined. Is it?
Oh yeah, no, Ledo for Requafo. Ledo for Requafo, yeah.
I think he works with Ghana Integrity
Initiative.
Yes,
Yeah, the
Ghana
local chapter of
Integrity
Transparency
Initiative.
International. Yeah.
Of course. And Martin Amidu Peso chair say Ghana Integrity Initiative with their sister organization,
Transparency
International. Their track record, their commitment of exposing act of corruption, their commitment of making sure say the whole government accountable on issues of value for money, on issue of transparency and accountability. Or person or chair say or no Martin Amidu no. Or you're better, or you're saint than those organizations are now. Corporate actors, corporate character. Why inform the board members? Clearly, Akraketu Akura waited 2 years will not exhibit that childish behavior that Martin Amidu put out.
Martin Amidu acted childish.
Of course. He acted childishly. Say, when the board a year, Jumani amount for a year, Juma, or Mubetiani say, what resign in the media. And listen, who resign here? Time
but do we know? Do we have the evidence?
The woman has come out to say they heard Martin Amidu resignation in the media. Just like any Ghanaians heard it in the media. And you want to tell me that Martin Amidu has a corporate character? He has ethics? He behaved childishly. With the greatest
Why
respect.
are you not being fair? I don't know when you're fair to Martin
With the
Amidu,
greatest
because
respect.
you wouldn't know at the Kurana because the letter no what children wama a kosu womo say and sabi man including accusing the president.
Listen, the chief of staff has responded. The president has accepted his resignation.
Yeah,
I'm happy about it. President Swa State Umu say issues no raised here in his resignation letter.
Yeah,
they will
appropriate time and be respond.
Of course, by the close of the week, I'm damn sure they will respond to it. And I have correspondence, memos and other things. Best send no privately. Commitment this government are making to make sure say Martin Amidu akadie bia obey here edia yen adwuma said the sefatano. This government are making all the commitment.
I didn't say about it now, Martin Amidu Babon Tebeka Sansa. Because you're not Okasa complaining, baby.
You see, in governance, and you be bia na sebi who rush into the public. What did they make no? Say if ubu or mine na se bia no who rush into the public, say onya level headed. You are not a level headed, and Ghanaians voters vote more bia onya level headed. There are a lot of issues you don't give it to public consumption. You manage it behind the scene. You be bia na ma etimam forte. So what you say? Your mouth through get fund. Your mouth an office complex. Usi kini ya di ma despite rather to be given to you.
Messenger been
the bro. So you have rejected that office. Is it not a childish behavior?
Procedural.
Is it not a childish behavior? It's childish behavior.
Yes,
you see, forget about this. Forget about. Listen.
Office. National office in here. At least procedural.
What are you talking about? You want to tell me say there was
arrangement.
There was a court
supposed to take it.
In the several steps being made to you. Say office in here the amount. Tama so say the office in the amount. What you say? And here the your frost here the key no ama a rider to be giving the keys to you. NLA here two way. If any organization person or bread there. Na sebi tafrache. The CEO or the board chairman or whoever is there, no, you work with a medium of communication. They will send somebody to come. No one take a record to show say adie no saka.
So procedure they be no.
That's it. ne for all this procedure near the key bro to your office, an office complex, or say I've rejected it. At the a dispatch rather than the brave. Matiami do you departure that dispatch?
Or can say procedural.
Are you better than that person?
Procedural.
Childish behavior.
Hey,
what you say? Childish behavior. Obia when you are
citizen vigilante.
Massa.
Huh?
You see, one thing, I mean, cannot crack.
Sir, no crack anything.
Ma, funny say, Ghana a company. And you, Mark Jerry, you are the owner of that entity. Why employ me? Let me behave the way Martin Amidu has exhibited to you. How will you describe the behavior of Martin Amidu? But Bibia Tonche. Let's take all the issues you raised. But Bibia Tonche. How will you describe such a person? Childish. Because Tama Professor Mills, Esakeo. A wokɔtena fie a na wotwe epistles upon epistles, long epistles telling NDC government, Professor Mills government, and Ghanaians how corruption should be dealt with, how issues should be dealt with. Sabi, woda na wotimo Medina na 5-bedroom and a 10-bedroom house. So I say, baby, the office is not enough space for him to work as efficient as he is expecting.
Yeah.
Abanesi a man an office complex.
Yeah.
Who see kwanye fa so di kini bre wuntino. Who rejected that office outright. Now who rejected that office outright? Did you consult the governing board? Did you consult your deputy? Did you consult your management, be the investigators and the prosecutors? You cannot be bigger than the office of the special prosecutor. It is an institution. It is not a one-man institution. So why do you want to reduce the whole institution to a Martin Amidu? As if Martin Amidu is not there, that institution has collapsed.
And reduce
Ghanaians should even take that way. Even the board chairperson
from Martin Amidu,
the board chairperson. The board chairperson or working with the Ghana Integrity Initiative and Transparency International in terms of track record of that woman when it comes to issue of corruption, we are far better than Martin Amidu.
Sir,
I'm telling you, I don't need to say it. She is far better. She's 100% better than Martin Amidu.
So but if the opportunity
but don't pay media attention. Do you understand? On pay media attention. Martin Amidu. And Amibusa say, Tama Professor Mills SRK na no tre epistles upon epistles upon epistles. Nani dano Timo Madina a 5-bedroom and a 10-bedroom house. You should come and tell Ghanaians.
That's why one on your Juma.
That now you're not church episode or say, Kwanya for fighting corruption. Yeah, they are Kwanya Nama. Ghanaians say Musa Martin Amidu say all the episodes of writing here citing issues of corruption or corrupt related cases. Onya Kwanya as the special prosecutor. Emu dudu saying and otimi investigate here present here before a court of competent jurisdiction. I otimi become a victorious Ghana for yetimie any esika back. That is crass incompetence on the part of Martin Amidu. It got to a point in time, Ghanaians, almost every Ghanaian was disappointed in the performance of Martin Amidu. Because who's a man now walking, that man now will change channel. You did a share with the expectation, say you can deliver, you fail woefully.
But you used to say, we're fighting the corruption.
Listen,
we'll be fit to preoccupied. No one's a man for Domakwa court.
Now,
because already we can say information question in the second grand is
information is in the second information
say information we want the saga. Even though we so be give
and one thing
power the act and the man the man no we are when you soon hear them. And then another argument.
Listen, right from day one, if you can even Google and check, Martin Amidu was even against the creation of the Office of Special Prosecutor. Our core parliamentary vetting, what they could but you see, Akufo-Addo has demonstrated, so no, we are committed to fighting corruption in Ghana. And Yeshe Kurano was setting up an office for us. You build upon it, you improve upon it, a better institutions, a bit deal with the issues of corruption. And Yeshe Kurano, Akufo-Addo has created an institution for Ghanaians, specifically dealing with corruption.
But I in a Japan realities do you send another say according to Martin, but also president to say
according to Martin,
and normal
according to Martin,
yes,
against the
such
rule
a classified information
against the rule of natural justice. According to Martin,
yes.
Let's wait according to Nana Akufo-Addo.
Such a classified information.
Let's wait
looking at the caliber of Martin Amidu.
Martin Amidu is a saint. Don't make that argument. Martin Amidu is not a saint. Martin Amidu. Now, Papa, is that what you want to tell us? Is he an angel?
Yes, maker.
Then what are you saying? What Martin Amidu is saying is conclusive. What are you saying? What Martin Amidu is conclusive.
Just like that.
And I make sure say Ghana for Musa say Sebi. Say Martin Amidu was educated, but if you answer walake. So when you pay mu, you could dinkomo, and now pay mu cross suggest be to you. You the better bonte. When if you answer, we educated,
you have been harsh on
school certificate. Ukra school certificate.
Are you not being harsh on Martin Amidu?
Ukra school certificate as a lawyer. Be fear nyansa ya detiti ni panuni bi. And that's what I'm using to refer to Martin Amidu.
These words are harsh. I'm cautioning you for the last time. If you can,
it can never be harsh.
Use other words.
I won't use any other words. Or lack emotional intelligence. What did I mention? I won't use any other word. Because listen, why accuse Henoforiata, Minister of Finance, on issues of Japan transactions and others? The same government referred to your office to do risk assessment of the Japan deal. If you don't want the president to have an input, Martin Amidu has every right under the act I created in the office to even submit the report to Parliament. You never did that. Copy the office of the president. Now copy office of the president. Don't you expect the president also to study the report and get back to you? President study report to you. The president referred the report to Parliament to have further discussions on the Ajapa deal.
Because
as a president, you'll be on your committed to fighting corruption. President, you'll be Sebi. Opeso or ye mumu aso kataswa go refer to Parliament akoyede. Knowing very well NDC people are in Parliament. The word you ma Martin Amidu esa we no. The president has directed you how you are supposed to do your work.
It's there now the call Parliament because according to Martin Amidu, I say the supposed or alleged corrupt deals are
what was the corrupt?
And I saw maybe.
Okay, the question is
appointment of transaction advisors. I'll say you pick.
Listen, Martin Amidu, does he have any experience when it comes to financial sector of the economy?
Now, as we need experience
or any financial or any experience when it comes to financial transactions or management of such facility of that nature. Obi. And the question is, Ajapa, Ghanaians, has it caused any financial loss to the state?
Yan answer.
Yan sent now the president in his wisdom has directed the reporter Martin Amidu working on to Parliament to do further deliberation, to do a fine-tuning to the whole agreement.
I didn't say that young conducting full-scale investigations.
Full-scale investigation.
You
are a journalist. Has a Japan deal caused any financial loss to the state? Can you give me an evidence?
I didn't say
a Japan deal caused financial loss to the state. Just like Airbus caused financial loss to the state in about $5 million or pounds.
Why not catch wrong? Enya accurate.
Ajapadu.
Enya accurate.
Has it caused any financial loss?
And also, oh my no, 5 million
Ajapadu.
pounds.
Has it caused any financial loss to the state? It hasn't. The idea emo manika. Why do you waste your time to make unnecessary semantics and shenanigans around it? So clearly, for me, Matiamidu, Adena Wayen, one, it won't have any effect on the chances of Akufo-Addo as far as this election is concerned. It will never have it.
But Amafaka indicted the president.
In what way? Ghana for, in what way? Akufo-Addo, dear Nechese Akufo-Addo, are benefited from the Ejapa deal in terms of any monetary value. Can you mention, say, Akufo-Addo are benefiting from a Japan deal from even 1 cedi, or even 50 pesos, or even 20 pesos? Nothing. So their natures are indicted the president. It has indicted Martin Amidu himself.
It's a human and risk assessment now.
So risk assessment are we here?
But you know.
Even the civil society, listen, the civil society organizations, they were at the forefront, raising issues. Some are legitimate concerns. Omokrabe can say there's no basis that they can even request for resignation of Ken Ofori-Atta. Now, why conducting an investigation? Why making some allegations against the second?
Also, or your risk assessment.
Why your risk assessment? But you make why your risk assessment? But in your risk assessment, what level some allegation against the finance minister, against the rule of natural justice. The finance minister has every right under the law, under the 92 Constitution, under the rule of natural justice, to respond to any allegations unsubstantiated Martin Amidu level against him and the Minister of Finance. He has that right. Tubeka say the president say give me Ken response. Say I should put it in the report. It's amount to interfering with your work, interfering with your
professional.
Corporate governance, corporate practice. Unim nyansa say, Sebi, why a risk assessment? After Ubi home, there's a man an opportunity to respond to that matter. If management has an issue against you, near Pius make some assessment about you or report about you, or refer to the management. Management has to base on that report to give you a query to respond to the report. Pius,
but Razak,
that was that common sense with Martin. Don't you have that
Razak? Now also common sense.
Don't you have this common sense? And you want to tell us,
your full scale investigations.
What's stopping from doing full scale investigation?
No, to me,
no. But what the catchers own sees this full scale investigation. Martin Amidu present any letter to Ghana and say the president wrote to me. Say no.
Obaba yes full scale investigations and no. And also president catch that is on train.
I said Martin Amidu.
I said
okay Martin Amidu.
Nekrata
yeah. Now say your catchers say put it into writing. Can Martin Amidu tell Ghanaians say president through whatever means or through any appointee, president Etreme letter say me holding on of carrying full investigation into a Japan dealer. Can you show us that letter? What kind of childness is that?
It's a Martin Amidu one boy or
Martin Amidu. Sebi. Wameboa Ghana for. Wameboa no ankasa no. Wameboa nebusuya for. Because Subanya, Professor Mills, AJ based on to sack him. Even your man appointment. Honorable Yunusa Fuseni and other members of society. Eka said, Papa we or lucky temperament. Papa we or lucky corporate character. Papa we or lucky professional ethics. Obe resign it. One man crow and some man crow for a in album. We have resigned. Who resign and one life goes on. Who resign the office has no collapse.
Because we have a governing board under a able chairperson of a woman were better than you, more than 100% when it comes to the fight and the commitment against corruption. Martin Midu, now Fanny board chairperson of Office of Special Prosecutor. Now no. They are there. Your deputy is there. O deputy, o say yentua woka
2 years.
2 years yentua ka no deputy. Sebi. Kese nka o deputy ni mom. A wo di wachi na ka se me resign na umpo aka chere se nya abotre yen fight in the interest of the state. Who pay toto na as resign.
Don't describe.
I mean,
Hey, Raza. Don't use such words on Martin Amido. Men that's why you pen you toto when you toto. There be Razak. Men use such words on Martin Amido say oh you pen you toto. Yeah, nkasa asem. Ya kasa pen you toto ah. But looking at the caliber, no, we're 200 mombi. That's sana mono. When it doesn't mean so be described as withdraw that way. And you're good to use that word on him. Good.
I won't withdraw.
You won't withdraw. Obi, your penuto, you will withdraw. Okay, say Kasa we dey me trim who dey free more because won't push me to end the interview. I'm not ending the interview with you. But what I'm saying is
dissociate yourself from it.
But don't use such words on
Listen,
so be your penuto. How could you say that?
On one letter, I will trade or say let ya me trade here under normal circumstances. Any question coming at me announce me resignation. What he has here? Because he knows, say, who submitted such a letter to the office of the president. And so they have to get it and accept it, write to you, and officially announce to Ghana and say, you have resigned. That is the best procedural way. But one Kasawa Bekatre say, Adia mi be any question come yes, answer my
because Ghana for Ghana for expect a normal more because but show the historical antecedents of an appointment, you know.
Say if Mahama should man up. Once Mahama did in attempt say the conduct is stupid, quote unquote. Martin Beka say Mahama ye bema on money up. Now on coming with 2 lawyers, not starting interrogating him. Now we're holding on the investigation because we're an election year.
Yeah, that's what already nobody can Canada. Say election
now,
year.
We are in election year. We are in election year. The magnitude of Airbus scandal. We see we are in election year because Mahama become a presidential candidate. And you know you won't do that investigation. Now we'll try after election. Now, and now I resign after election. Better I'll be investigating. Has it done any good to Ghanaians? Oh no, election year. Who are resigning? Also, I catch Ghana for say after election, and I'll be investigating Mahama over Airbus scandal. No, I resign. No, I better be investigation. Were you there to serve Ghanaian people, to serve the interests of Ghanaians, or you were there to, to satisfy your ego?
Correspondence Libya Yensaka from the Jubilee House. I'm saying I think this one is from the Jubilee House. Yeah, we quite a memo from the acting chief director to the chief of staff. Na Oshe Ehana, one of the bullets, Efa Eyenisika Samono. Oh, I did it. International man, I'm a penny printing. Or say on the matter of salaries. The Ministry of Finance in its 2020 budget made provision for compensation budget for that office to employ and pay its staff. It may be true that the special prosecutor had not been paid his salary since he took office. Okay, good. I say it may be true that the special prosecutor had not been paid his salary since he took office. However, be that as it may, the problem should not be attributed to this office. It is the responsibility of the office of the special prosecutor to set up its own management unit to manage the budget for compensations and payroll activities of its employees, since the OSP is an autonomous entity, and this office has no direct obligation to be involved in salary matters unless the office of the special prosecutor seeks the assistance or advice from this office in that regards. It's which to say get you some Kenya where ye Nkutawidi akoso from Martinamidu to chief of staff office, and I said to Abankesiemu, then from Abankesiemu to Onosoni office. But also I just say true say be and the salary on say some. It's why then and a president better chief of staff so on na woman toto a year the salary on say some farmer. Even though a hano one more can say and ya dear a year the office direct and they say be a Martina me do the blame no at the but no so no when you saw the blame will be but also on record no come him say yeah no yeah Ghana for na yeah chucho more free no one you who say on no ground on ya get to be no so
also a direct accountant
yeah
the on return sitting allowance
also I returned that
amounted to 12,000
so yeah 12,969 Ghana cedis.
So the question is, Tamana yes special prosecutor now call for those meetings. The one I they check in the one reject it. Don't wait, say we resign your court and I will be demonstrate. Say
Razak,
we are pious.
Razak, before my prosecutor. Before my better
Tamano your prosecutor. Yeah. Oko meeting now. Allowance in the
he rejected. Yes, or rejected a and yet nothing or rejected. According to
who?
According to source, I'm authenticating. That's why you can't tell me to, or you can't ask me to disclose a year. So because according to information, they can reject it.
Yes, a kufuado why? Because one, creation of the office, were created. Enya amidu nkwane oho awoye adwuma or deputy or prosecutors or investigators, there's a governing board. Enye amidu nkwane oho awoye adwuma no resign no, that office has no collapse. There's a governing board, there's a deputy, prosecutors and investigators omugusu eyo omedwuma, and that has need to be made clear and established. And again, Akufo-Addo was show good faith go create office now go wakwenye BS or appointed somebody from the New Patriotic Party. Or somebody crana sebi on ye attached to any political party. But who say no, let me try Martin Amidu based on the way or church and long epistles what yen who citizen vigilante one media for no ubia be say papa and say ma wo twetwe ne say ma wo keka idie ye de adwuma na mana obetima aye. And president have that faith and that benefit of the doubt. The adwuma ne ma Ghana for mumu say won say between time ye de adwuma no ma and time I resign. Case ben na Martin Amidu Ghanaians wetima wi ni amamo Martin Amidu no kura de betimi de ashare ni save him for the future. Not even half.
No good.
Not even one.
So not osu oguso.
Oguso ekwesi say.
Japan royalties deal no. Your baby obobo cases be a good and more years.
Ekwesi say.
But what the cases ekwejina court no Razak enough from
say. And I make sure say.
Because court no dey evidence ekura una dey go.
Committed to fighting corruption. Tama ya appoint to and up to now. Osu resign. Ka resign ekura na Ghana for who say. Martin Amidu, even one solid case. The quantum of embezzlement or financial loss to the state. A huge, betimi at transforming the economy. Or betima providing roads, a betima share free SHS mukena, a betima transforming the lives of Ghanaians in general. Martin Amidu po ediginal court. Ugusua or handle that matter. The Ghana for Krabeka se pepe who ayade. Ghana for Martin Amidu make country. You should mention even one of such case. None. Crass incompetence. And now you think you have resigned. It can affect who?
Now affect your baby.
How? Because listen, the Ghanaian voter no. Obebusa ne ho say Martin Amidu since PNDC NDC as Deputy Attorney General under PNDC for 4 years.
Yeah.
Deputy Attorney General under NDC for 8 years. Obey running mate. Obey an Attorney General. Miss based on his bad character, arrogance, lack of corporate character and ethics. Even or misconducting himself in a cabinet meeting to the extent of attack Professor Mills. Emo mujina so esake no.
Sani atete na dia okay no.
Sani
okay na wo.
For so ben na motibenya free Matiamidu.
Do you have an
the Ghanaian voter bebusa say for so ben na Matiamidu. Esa say here politics yetimenya free no. The constituency kro be free bebusa e ho say Matiamidu ofiri sa constituency we. For so ben yenya free no. Boho ben po eno abeye wo constituency wa ibetuma agina so aka se papa ya resign ti ento aba na.
But it's a work as a president.
So I'm telling you, sir, as far as this election is concerned, there is an issue of Matiamidu who have absolutely no effect on the chances of MPP and Akufo-Addo. Because vote and eko jene ballot paper. No okotwa ba. Obebusa ne ho say. Free what Akufo-Addo di amameno. Was it because of Matiamidu was a special prosecutor now? Absolutely no. Vote and Obebusa ne ho say. Free SHS I may enjoy me, you be enjoy me, baby enjoy me, offers be enjoy no. Was it because Matiamidu was a special prosecutor now? Absolutely no. The voter will ask himself. The one district, one factory, Anchor 4 a year Jumo over 76 factories has been established. Among 4 year Jumo or more mania son for sono or more mobile paper. Would they ask themselves, say, Yenyasa opportunity because of Matiamidu was a special prosecutor? Absolutely no. Constituencies are providing ambulances for them. Saving lives. Would they say because of Matiamidu was a special prosecutor, that ambulances are now? No. So clearly, Matiamidu resignation has no effect. Absolutely no effect on this election. And Papa no. Obey a special prosecutor no. Sika ben otimi save ma o man no. Sika ben otimi gi free amount for what sika kodi mo ma man no. Betimi aka say based on this money kura no Matiamidu ko eje no. Ye dia kosi school dan and ye dia kosi.
Okay.
Nah.
All right, Mama family.
Matiamidu shouldn't think say the timing of his resignation is going to hurt the new patriotic party, is going to hurt Akufo-Addo. Is going to hurt himself. Because you know why? Now, MPP government, NDC government, none of them, future government will ever work with Matiamidu. And listen, the character now why is a no international organization whatsoever will consult Matiamidu on any sensitive way.
Listen,
on one kasa and now shooting himself in the foot. Because Yamu Juma, that's what you need for me. A number be cause challenges be cause na wani nje you resign honorably. Don't think say who could say NIT FM at chairman sign.
Okay.
Who say NIT FM at chairman sign who apply job to another FM station, they will never employ you.
Okay.
Because those stations they might also have challenges. They'll be afraid of you. Say no, who call Farmer Jerry now challenges be kobape obe gu anima say they will NIT FM anima.
Okay.
So Matiamidu has destroyed himself. Has destroyed his own career. It has, it will never affect the incorruptible nature of Akufo-Addo. Because a Japan deal NDC for to try Akufo-Addo is the only president has stand to be corrected. The first time in office, Obian Timi for any corrupt allegation with evidence, hard fact evidence, and Chichiri Papa.
I told you
so be command of force expedition.
I told you for the expedition.
Mahama was under investigation set up by Professor Mills over Embra jets. Mahama is being investigated by Matiamidu by Airbus scandal. Tell me, is Akufo-Addo under investigation? No.
Haven't you heard none?
Is Akufo-Addo under investigation?
Haven't you?
No. Akufo-Addo ya
But
investigation.
it's Mahama under investigation.
Of course, over Airbus scandal.
At the end of the day, say
Over Airbus scandal.
what GBB?
Over sport expedition.
What GBB?
Mills imposed up a committee over Embraer jet. And one Matiamidu na numasem no kind.
But later Okoka say na yatesem.
Matiamidu.
Okoka say
There
yatesem.
is an issue of trade. The long episode of trade. Can Matiamidu have the audacity to say Akufo-Addo is corrupt, or Akufo-Addo has committed himself in any act of corruption? Akufo-Addo still stand clean.
Okay.
Still stand
Mameke messages were Razak Kwadwopoku.
Nobody can taint his image. Not even Matiamidu.
Razak Kwadwopoku na no fire wa ha no nti fire ne de. Esa no bi ono kana me draw attention no so onye we ya. Obi wo ha woni ne interview asa o. Obe na dwe so person ya na host no. O se obufo na wendi interview no. But me and then me probu so that we continue the interview. It is somebody be ha etiofo o kana me draw attention. I'm going to say me to kwa. Me draw attention. E wo ho na say o na dwe nse. Ba me get messages ni bi. Eso dik free kwa so on se Ghana for bibia be fine. Na na do dan kwaku for the number 1. Emfa ho ne enye Martina Mudi resignation. Dr. Adomako Kisi on so the number 1. Ghana for to Abama. We say everything has shown clearly say Nanado or your embodiment of corruption. That is why it did not allow Martin Amidu to work as special prosecutor. Mesha Gasante, Edifi Abosoka, or some Gazo Ujawanum, or some Ujawanum. Where some Martin Amidu has given a signal to the NDC victory on December 7th. And this shows that Mahama has won Kofi Teto all the way from South Africa. And Kofi Adasapa. Where's Martin Amidu should give us a break? We don't care about what he will say. President Nanado is a winner. For more for Nana. I'm winning Vita. All the way as Samai Kese. JB Defense, I want to say, Chirabosom should spell years why. Because he's corrupt. And he give us one quotation, the Bible, that talk about mobile money and consultation fee. Now, they are working mobile money because mobile money in consultation, if you know Bible is happening, mobile money be mobile money won't give you an for you. Where's the Mr. Martin Amidu? Should give us a break. Yeah, we don't care about their okay can. And I say James said if we go through there. Also, Gum is coming with good policies to boost the agricultural sector, face the economy. If we afford any better power, may I say, Ebo Paris Yankwa Manasona, as is in their terminal. Yanche to me and Fakakra Ewaha. No Duba Obesia Captain Jesus for your house. So therefore Isaac for swinging Jima or the Yamia Sembebro, no do pepe. And unfortunately, citizen I Ghana for woman to me. Ama yet to me Alexander Kwakuta to baby will be a mature auntie. When they are pound for a year, CTEC citizen I Ghana. Mamiko Manasona menye a month for a drink today. And the issues here ye discussing. The title ye bisa se ye Martin Amidu in the Juma tour. As a children saying, Edema, a yaketa, a sha, a bang, aircon. Mario Boko, yeah, Bema, as a
Naya Kasaf Tabuna,
young granny, you too.
Mamenchia Eastern Regional Secretary, Ira Jeff Kwadu, Juma region, which Mr. Afu, Tinia Bessa, Honorable from South. The PC, Dr. Adumabu, Nasu, no place work after Committee. Mike, Mamechia, Miami, Miracle, Mr. Uya, and the number of the man of my wife.
Our number, dear me, who? Anana, oh, number you are.
So, my number, if not, there be a
okay, Matty. I am a check.
Tomorrow, one, Mike, yeah, Martin, the reason I was raising, we'll go on one case, and we'll go on my Ghana. I do once because man who can so be here. And Ghana, when they on my party, did you? And you know, the human show. Now, the papa, you buy your age. I know this. And you Mike, why you tell me, Mike, who you bet me about baby class,
and now, but it tell no beam run. I want me to so those.
I said, now, yes, 1 year.
Okay. Better say, my main fan next one, no one home, and so maybe to me, you.
My ba so ba be ku o man anymore ase. So what you say?
Eyan wan.
Wa fail. Ma tell me do. Wa fail kura adwuma edition sam. Won timi anye. So what you say? Na me ka tell say anye we and Bama Ghana for Abamabu, say to Abama Nanado. Abba near to my president because the human power by any education. Abba, now my Minya do so, Minya education, Namiko to Abama do so. My daddy, education, do so only you move back. So, education, another Danko Kupado Abba, I had no one pass mommy and Sawa Timota. Minya to Abama do so. Ah, Mike, Minya Sadneta, Ghana,
okay.
Near to Abanima, you run another Danko Kupado, not 20 Yuma Pariso. My Kunia Minajuma.
Okay, but I say, my main fan is why, Mario. You too. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Aha, me da say. Toto Pachini, Masumo Taifa. Now, I know, over how many times? Hey, Chama, my main fan appears in John Dramani Mahama. Now, me, they be a me boss video, so I make a say. Obi biara odi John Mahama ebe to tai kruwa mu no ne puma mbebu osubulani ne open na nimguase e wo sumu no na nimbebu ase obedwam e wo han mu ma me fa nchia pc ma John Mahama ye to ma number 2 ono de evidence based otimi try ono ani government official Abuga Pele and several others and no go prison. Nanado yet to abandon because or tattoo they will say or ye incorrupt like or ye incorruptible and they who say the Okoshiseketa Fisha Proye Krono any really can of Shianado fine copy bebida because a Imayeti here. Consider taking me at say, Nanado a ton of Bush Japadina into a yeska, she man $5 million. A brofo take you over Ghana. And the young one was a ne, Nanado a sink any prim say, or Bogana Cronon.
Okay.
We in a Bush Aquati. And you know, yet to a better Nanado come December 7.
Bedan say I know what doing, Jim. Maybe I do with you.
Majeri.
Yes, sir.
Majeri, Majoi.
Yeah.
Oh, Majeri, Medasipa. Medasipa say, what's me a chia sitek for? Nene, sitek.
Na mo ten wa ma kwakwata baby free.
Oh, Majeri.
What the kasa ni yonko.
Yeah, Juma Boagana. Yeah, Juma Boa, my Ghana. Unim. Majeri, Yamfa Fidie Sona, Yenchia Ura for that, and Ura for Isapon. My Yenchia Ura despite Nick Kennedy. And then Mojuma your food now, Unim. Majeri Juma Pa Moyenin and the Ghana who. Near Ubaya was a Sisubia, near Uyebia, and Yenina, the boy, my Ghana, no. Syria chorus, near Ubia Yebia and the Ghana who. Unim. Majari, now, and I am your birthday. Inti, and Janata said, me, I may say, Mamma, me.
Yo, but it is good.
Mamma cancer, Muncho. Majari, in your papaya, ye, and in your minuet, you are walking in ano. Yeah, dear, Safanda, me, president, Massy Techno, medium, you want to say, Nanado, on one problem in Aba. Special prosecutor, appointed and sub watcher, say your TV. Na MDC ko ponte bo ache ja ko asa na adu na yi na dinti no wo fin so obey adwuma right the ama NDC ana eye moja be so who say special prosecutor Matiami do oye NDC blood ne for the convincing na adu so on fast appointment di man no esesen ko fail the kura chen more than that because so na adu enko for ho metime ye adwuma ma better than papa we appointed no one pass o party in Kofu womu. Aye juma some party no pa hwese ne boache jako ade kakra bi esi hwe papa isuma wo so MPP mo de ne tenasi samo ko appointed Matiamidu we cry dem then Kofu bi wo MPP mom de o ma no Matiamidu asam say obefeliu but who appointed no enti ne wo feliu a then Mamma first will be a Momati and Midmo first of one more year.
Medan see, I know so what you try with your balance and I go good at it. Majo.
Yeah, my Jerry.
Yes, I'm ever hate you.
Yeah, Okruman Samoa, make a free at Machiafe.
Okay.
The kind, it in Chim one day at His Excellency, or see a dear Abudani, adwenimpa yini na na dodankwa akufuado ena efe lawyer John Kuma mesremo emra moto aba ewo ejeso number 1 ediama lawyer John Kuma no na mutu di boom so dia manana dodankwa akufuado ye kika corruption wasem Martin Amidu ni dia kwa dia wache na kasa nkoriza long time esanse enyema bi o wa na ye bono sobo a na san koda na dintem kopim se we bai etinyame no aye etiwe dia baba on kwetena fi
okay
na mom answer de beko awie no mesre bebre se NDC 4 boys sobo se corruption omo ye sa 2008 ama Ghana for efa won de to abama wo na we ye catch on 2020 die ye ni ada ho enkosi ni sabio etie nya free SHS enkonkofa obi a odi akunafo fika
medase sense me mami fa last one pa say fa last one majo
Maka bomb say
na me ado bako
yeah mo ati mfefra class central
yes sir.
yeah Maka me ntia ko jopoku obo juma pa na me nshira no party na wo mti say MPP party enye ti say ebia na nakufo ado aba president obebu eveze obeye party no nko ho adwuma oye omani nyina ho adwuma na wo hwe NDC fo a utimu se wo mo adwuma o mo ntimenye eti wo hwe de president Mahama former president Mahama mbeye ye ne ade o mo se Ghana foto na enuse mati amidu se no oye ko betima ye bibi kura de at NDC fo anim ami aka se obi free NDC mo se o mo na adwuma betima ye ono so ba ya we tima anya adwuma no eti Ghana fo nyina wo se NDC fo de o mo adwuma o ma wo mu a o mo ntimenye so that won to abama na adodan kwa akufuado no to free education na o ya ebo ni pa no won to aso ni nya NDC system proud to baby no mo de anya de o ma ye de be mo
eda se obi bia ofre bia meda se ene wadwe nkyere abato ne de aye se ne de anya izio ye wo ebeka 10 days na akoto aba na ye de begina me campaign no ebe mo bia ye bi wo ye gum wo ye Ghana Freedom Party wo ye CPP wo ye independent candidate wo ye NDC wo ye MPP Asana Yarega APC PNC Dr. Pasara Azagawai Ivo Green Street CPP Kofi Akpalu LPG Kofi Akpalu arrange na ometra na onu ye hiano pa yebe mo bia ye bia aka 20 days here because less than 1 month yebe mo kaje na gumsa na mo bi di atempe yebe yu afri so ana serial callers no mo bi ye corrupt mo bi mo ye corrupt o frɛ ba akoma na wakofa akire no asan ba be frɛ no change nene wa frɛ ba akono no afa akire no mo yesa no mo ye corrupt mo ani ewu anya mu nyina ebi enye sa mi won se ye na amanfo frɛ mo na wono a hijack no we change nene na phone no de aya brewa voice na o de kasa anyway raza kwajo boku enti sei wan na eba bedi ade wan na ususu se ade 2 minutes kuta mampanin and Attorney General but yehwema wan na ebebe
for now no yanhwe response the presidency edebe mama atinyamido we are the president and the Attorney General said that the two and they have the power and I think say the first mistake now which has been committed that mistake will not be committed again omobe po bi asebi na adwemu do onim nyansa owo emotional intelligence owo corporate character owo professional ethics owo abotra oni wanye hot headed ne temperament sebi ente say akwala de na oma make sure say ipakro no do make sure say omobe fa no asosidi Matiamidu or lucky all these tracer mabobosi na Matiamidu so should understand say Professor Mills esake no and the life the first time we coming close as Attorney General was under Professor Mills. JJP NDC and NDC or serve as Deputy Attorney General. Maybe JJ who say Matiamidu lack the competence and the character to be as Attorney General. Tina one promote to Neda under PNDC and NDC. Now, Professor Mills had a basro so many running mate in 2000. The Suban Boninti, Professor Mills had dropped ahead of 2004 elections.
That's it.
Zamils.
Oh yeah.
As our father, as Attorney
Insubordination.
General, the
It's-
misconduct. Attack Professor Mills during cabinet meeting. Professor Mills, Esakeno. Akufo-Addo, Ehu Mobo, Eshe say, oh, let me try you and give you another opportunity based on long episodes I will treachery. Obey so I am troka. Wa resigning Ghana for when Timani Teku Anasimpoa Amayen as a result of the work. Ghana for Onwan Kasano, wa say he's not ready to fight corruption. Because ye wo ye nuanum bie wa no mo ye teacher trainees o mo wie teacher trainees no mo ye adwuma as teachers for 3 years NDC for entu omo kada omo tu omo kakra no mo
3 months pay policy.
omo 3 months pay
And Basando na be by
so
Omo
because of their commitment, because of their patriotic and their zeal and the passion to serve their country. 3 years with that salary, they were still soldiering on. This a cry way and cry way mu cry timia soldiering on. 3 years with that salary. They want to my time do feel one. 3 years with that salary. Na papa where this is the something plus. We see few months you Kentino where Jawa Juma you cannot fight corruption. You are not a serious character and you should not be taken serious.
Martina midu nka baby an say yentu and Kenti and odin adwuma to ho. And no the be mu say
can statement won. Can statement won.
Na can no
and I make sure say a Ghanaian youth.
And
I make sure say the deputy player if you work from or what 20s what serve you or mine 3 years with that salary your mama momo bonny or come on a 3 months pay instead of 3 years salary and play it minya botre a survey or mine as teachers now we pay in total where this is the something plus we say some months you Kentino you cannot fight corruption where Jawa you media to Odoma who is not a serious character and it cannot be taken serious.
Abusia hani adisi about 9:30. Raza Kojopoku convener de ma concerned voters movement. And on a year special guest that would you made so. Ebono ndua obeshia odifo Isaac Ofoso hinijima. DJ Bosco be check over. Torchlight ha na ne yedisi. Ochina 5:30 menu obeshia ebo Ghana buntie so. Documents a yensaka correspondence akodo a yensaka eyade a ochina ya me yadoma ye bedi ho dwuma.